Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Wednesday, the 19th of June. Well, selections will be for Royal Ascot and Hamilton. So, let me get into it. So, Tuesday's recap. So, disappointing day, very disappointing. It's very tricky at Royal Ascot. Not making excuses. There were poor selections. The last one ran an absolute cracker. It's a shame that all of them couldn't have run like that. 40 to 1, LeMay ran a decent race. So let me get straight into Wednesday's horse racing tips. So I'm going for two separate 8 pence each way lucky 31s. So what I've done is, in fact, forget that. Yes, I have gone for two 8 pence each way lucky 31s. But what you can do is just place it as a 16 pence each way lucky 31 and only take the price of Grosvenor Square, because I was going to take the prices in one bet and leave the price in another, but I remember a change of plan, and I do think what it is, I do think a lot of these selections can easily be unfancied, as in like overlooked. So I think the prices could drift. So let me get into it. So as I said, the 16 pence each way lucky 31. The first selection is Reams of Love in the 145 at Hamilton. I've got no idea what they're doing with this horse. So this selection is it's more interesting because I've seen this happen before. This was when the 100 or 151 to 1 winner won, called Rain. I think it was called Rain Cap a long time ago. No, it's not called Rain Cap. It's the same trainer, but it's not called Rain Cap. What a start to this video. So it's been running over a mile, but today's distance is at, I believe, 1 mile 5 furlong. So it's been running over a mile. It used to be trained by Mark Johnston, and it used to be a middle distance horse. It went over hurdles, did nothing. It's done nothing for quite a while now, but it's returned over a mile. Well, it's been sat towards the back, and then on its second run, I believe, it was towards the back. Then it made rapid headway halfway, went a long way clear, and then weakened. That's a similar kind of profile as the 100 or 151 winner that won about 2 or 3 years ago, or a couple of years ago. So I think this horse, I'm not saying it's going to win at 100 to 1, but it's currently 18 to 1. It could be well fancied and been much shorter, but I think it could be bigger, and I think it could run a decent race. It's shown nothing, so you could quite easily expect it not to do anything. But I think it could be a tasty price and could be an interesting selection. The second selection is Kaseya in the 230 at Royal Ascot, paying 6 places instead of 3. Run a decent race, won as expected last time. Came up against Pont Neuf on its debut. Pont Neuf beat it that day. Pont Neuf has subsequently won again, I think, or it won before that race. Whatever it was, two very good horses. Well, Pont Neuf reappears later on in the day. I haven't selected it. I'm just saying the two decent horses, but I've gone for Kaseya in the earlier race because I think there's more to come from it. And it's got a high number as well. So the third selection, I'm going for the nap of the day. And I hope it runs a lot better than Astro King, because Astro King, it never lifted a leg up. I think it was joint top rated in the race on Tuesday. It didn't run like that. I think it was tailed off, so something wasn't quite right. So Grosvenor Square at 10 to 1 in the 5 past 3 at Royal Ascot in the Queen's Bars, and I believe there's something like 12 runners. So they're paying out on the first 3. So this horse was favourite behind, I think it was called Hidden Law. Unfortunately, that horse broke down, but it was quite a warm race. This horse was 7-4 favourite for the race. It underperformed, but let's be honest, it wouldn't be the first Aidan O'Brien horse to underperform over a mile 4 furlong, and then not underperform over a mile 4 furlong, to underperform and then run well over a mile and 4 furlong. Hence the Derby winner. So Grosvenor Square is no Derby winner, but I believe if Grosvenor Square races prominently, I'm talking possibly not take the lead, but in second or third place, I think this horse will be extremely difficult to pass. It's a shame they're not paying more places, but yeah, Grosvenor Square is the nap of the day in the Queen's Vase. The fourth selection is an old boy. It's Dutch Decoy in the 5 past 5 at Royal Ascot. It's in the Hunt Cup, paying 8 places instead of 4. I thought Tenerife Sunshine ran quite well for the Johnsons. The wide draw probably took that little bit out of it, and I don't know if anybody actually noticed, it came placed 8th, paying out for 7. So yeah, so hopefully we'll have a bit of luck tomorrow. I've gone mainly for high numbers at Royal Ascot. What I've done at at Ascot in the past, I've been caught out by getting it half okay on one of the days with a draw, and then you can see them shift. I think another day, then you can see them shifting towards the low numbers. So I've like gambled on low numbers the day after, and it's completely switched to high. So maybe that's something to do with ground quickening up from being originally slow. I don't know. Well, that's not happened, and it could still be a fair track because it's been watered. So they could have watered it to make it fair. So, but I think I'm trying to split the field in half to make it easier. So I've gone for high numbers. If it's low numbers, I'm wrong. And 2 of the selections are going to come nowhere. No, 3 of the selections are going to come nowhere based on that. But I'm going for high numbers. There are plenty of fancied horses high numbers. And Dutch Decoy, it wants quick ground. And I think its most recent runs, it won't have appreciated the ground it ran on. Joe Fanning's on board. I think he's probably riding Joe Fanning, probably the best he's ever rode, in my opinion. Because he's not getting much ammunition off the Johnsons. But I think quick ground, the Charlie Johnson, Joe Fanning, good chance of a place. And the final selection is Roaring Success in the 540 at Royal Ascot, paying 7 places instead of 4. This horse has run twice at Ascot already, so it's got decent course form. I personally think I don't think the breeding suggests that, because I can't remember if it's actually the sire is. I can't remember if it's actually Ulysses, but Ulysses can. I may be wrong. It might not be Ulysses. But when I looked at the breeding of this, I think it didn't really matter about the sire too much. The sire went on anything. But I do believe that the dam didn't mind quick ground, or actually preferred quicker ground. So the last 2 runs that this horse has had, Roaring Success, have been on good to soft ground. Don't get me wrong, it's run 2 crackers, but I think this quicker ground now, it could bring some improvement out of it. So we'll see. It could even get declared as a non-runner. We don't know. Maybe it doesn't want fast ground, but I'll be very surprised. So I think so. Basically, Grosvenor Square is the nap. I expect Casea to run well, and I really like the angles of Dutch Decoy and Roaring Success. Rings of Love, it's a bit of a what it is. It's a selection where if it gets placed or even wins, it's a tasty price to get that adrenaline flowing. So, just if anybody's here right now, do not click off. I'm looking forward to, I believe it's Redcar on Friday. If you like or subscribe this video, just so you keep in touch, Redcar, we've pretty much got the draw mastered. Well, I believe it's still slow ground at Redcar, so it should be quickening all the time. And that's where the draw bias comes into effect at Redcar. So hopefully we've got a bit of ammunition from Royal Ascot, taking it into Redcar on the Friday. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheer, mate. Cheer, mate. Cheers, mate.